Hey everybody, Omega Alden plays Civilization 6 Gathering Storm continues with our Maori playthrough. We're getting ready right now to look at attacking La Venta and Kabul. We still need to get some forces capable of handling that. But that's our next goal overall, is just trying to restore them to freedom. I need to be mindful of what I'm building around the map. We are building an Eiffel Tower, which I don't think is going to hurt us for tourism too much. I don't think it shouldn't have any impact on anything we've got going on, because we don't have seaside resorts down or natural parks or anything like that, but we got to try to keep our tourism under control. It's getting a little up there because of all our maraes and whatnot. What do we want in Moscow is what I'm trying to figure out right now. A seaport would be fine. In Civilization news, they put out an update, or no, they didn't put the update out, but they announced what their next update is going to be, at least partially. They have a video for it, which, you know, overall, I'm interested in seeing what they do. They are going to be nerfing, they're going to be nerfing the Maori here. They're going to be toning down the Toa from like 40 strength to 36, I think, and then they're going to be changing I think the culture yields from the Maori from 2 to 1, which I think they're still pretty powerful after that. Oh, the other nerf was the Toa aura thing, where it gives -5 to everybody around the Toa. That was stacking, and they're gonna make it so that doesn't stack. So pretty significant change to them, but I still think that they're pretty powerful. The Toa not costing any maintenance and still being strong and not costing any iron. I think they're a pretty good unit, regardless of the tweak. They were just way better before. What do we want here? Let's get a Ferris wheel going. Have some fun out there for the people. Alright, so we're working on tanks in some cities. We've got a battleship fleet. We're gonna need more than that, obviously, to really get anything done here. What's our ranged attack? So 80 ranged attack, their walls or their garrison strength is 74 at La Venta. So we're gonna need some appropriate units to come in there as well. Although battleship plus, we should upgrade these to destroyers. We send down the destroyers as well to help us out. They're not going to be able to do any attacking or anything like that, but we can pillage or something while we wait. Let's bring him back down here. So yes, we need like the tanks that we're building. I don't know exactly how much overall we're going to need here, but it's going to need a decent amount. Come on, city-states, I need you guys to not make yourself complete targets here. You need to build up, my dudes. Maybe we need to leave your area here. Maybe we're causing you problems or something. I don't see how we would, but I'm gonna leave you here for now. If we have to come back and deal with the consequences later, then so be it. But for now, we're sending our friends back. We're gonna need to get like open borders or something. Can we get open borders with Brazil? No, they've denounced us. They have a lot of grievances against us. Wait, that was a very different number in here. Oh, this is we only have 3 more turns of being denounced, so maybe we can get an open borders deal with them soon. The number in the diplomacy screen is different than the number that we see elsewhere.
Ike!
You are a poison to this world. So they have some nerfs to various civs in there, specifically the Maori, and I think
you and I
Hungary.
come by road or rail, but economies.
And then they're
travel on
nerfing.
infrastructure.
They're nerfing not chops. They're nerfing pillaging by taking. This is kind of funny. They're taking science and faith pillaging, or no, science and culture pillaging away from everybody except for the Vikings. So the Vikings still get to have that, but everybody else can only pillage for faith, for gold, and for healing. Which in general I like getting gold the most, but people were definitely making abuse of the science and culture. And you know, whenever I had good things to pillage for that, I would take care of it as well. But I think people must have been actually like exploiting it or something. I don't really know. I assume they were exploiting it more. Although, I mean, regardless, I think the yields were a little ridiculous for some of those things. I think they're also nerfing the policy card related to pillaging, which I don't know. Nerfing the policy card never seems like the best bet for me. It seems like you should keep the policy card and then chop off a little bit of the base pillage or something like that. If you want to tone it down some. I like rewarding the policy cards being strong. I don't know. Anytime they nerf a policy card, a lot of times I'm like, I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, kind of wish you would have done it differently. But it's a hard thing to consider all the pieces, you know? So I get it. I won't complain about it or anything like that. I'll just comment on it. Let's see. So we're coming down here. They did mention that they were looking at the diplomatic victory and stuff like that, and they really need to. They need to come up with something, because the way it's set up right now is just not... It's not a good thing. And they are doing some tweaks to environmental damage and CO2 levels and things like that, so... I'm glad they're listening, and I'm glad they're taking action. I just... I'm not exactly sure what they should do on some of these things. I think they were mentioning that that eventually, as eras go on, CO2 levels, like disasters, will start removing some of the stuff they added as time goes on, so it doesn't just keep getting better and better. At some point, it gets worse because you're not dealing with it. Kind of a weird trade-off. We'll see how it plays. A lot of these things are just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I'd like to start a Hungary game prior to coming out, because they're nerfing Hungary a little bit. Their bonus for Hungary, where they can levy troops, or they can upgrade levied troops for free, they're turning it to like 20%, 25% of the cost. So that really hampers their ability to do what they were doing before. But what they were doing before, from the looks of it, is pretty crazy. But you know, I want to get in on the craziness a little bit. I want to see what it's like. Their adjustments to Canada didn't seem like enough yet either. I really think that they need to give Canada more tundra-related stuff than they have. I think they're adding like more production from tundra and snow mines. But I think they need to go a bit beyond that. You need tundra farms to be better for them to really succeed here. That's my take on it. I haven't played them yet, obviously. I'm looking forward to playing them at some point, but I'm hoping that they get a little bit, you know, adjusted before I get in there. This doesn't have a cliff, does it? I think we can move from here. My son, you will be the first to exit from that location. need to get our guys back to our territory. And then I guess it might be time to upgrade our Toa to, you know, like actual infantry. I think it's probably about that time. How's our editor quest looking, by the way? We need to make sure we're on top of that. Just to be safe, I'm gonna dump 200 more into this. Monty, you should love us. We gave you 1,000 gold. We haven't done anything bad to you either. Don't. Oh, you've re-denounced us. Sir, it's not fair.
I ought to be jealous of the tower.
Oh, there's the Eiffel Tower.
She is more famous than I am.
So yeah, it's the patch is coming out sometime soon. I'm gonna guess like next week, but who knows? It might be 2 weeks. I might start a Hungary game just to get a feel for the old one and see how it is.
NASA spent millions of dollars.
I mean, it sounds like fun. I know it's overpowered. So probably needs to be toned down.
The Russians took a pencil.
But that doesn't mean you can't have some fun with it while it's out. Just like, you know, when the game first came out, playing Germany with the Hansas, that was insanely good and a lot of fun. But I recognize why they nerfed it. But I still had a blast partaking in it. Alright, so you guys need to... How are we going to get you to where you need to be? I guess we could have you guys all be the driving force to take back Kabul. And you could probably just go down here through the sea. Let's actually upgrade you guys in this territory. 60 niter to upgrade you? Alright, we need... we need to take a second here to change some of these things around. Alright, so we need professional army. And... so now it should cost 30 niter. How much do we have on here? We have 70 banked. That's coal. Yeah, we have 70 banked. Alright, buddies. Let's get you upgraded. It's gonna cost you 10.
But a machine
So that's all of our
predictably. Its parts must be standard.
That's all of our niter.
And hence replaceable.
For now. We're gonna send you all down here. You're coming down here. Yeah, you guys are gonna go. You're gonna go free Kabul. That's your goal. Oh, +1 food from fishing boats. I think that'll come in handy for us. So we need to build a force for Leventa. And we are working on it. It's gonna take a little time. Who owns Grenada? So Monty actually owns Grenada, so it'd be nice if we could somehow steal that from him. So we're the only... We could actually take... we could take our governor and send it somewhere else. We don't need her there, is what I'm seeing from these numbers. So Amani, we're gonna reassign you to Grenada, and then if we can get, what are we looking at here? Governors. So we want to get puppeteer. So we only need one more thing along here. How soon is that going to come across our plates? One. Where's 2? Oh, 2's up here at social media. Okay, so social media will get us what we need. So 9 turns away, and we can get the extra point. And then we can dump all our points into Grenada and double them and take it from Monty. So we're going to be waiting for that. We haven't made any promises to Greece, have we, about spying? Our agreements. Alright, that doesn't look like it. So, let's operate at a higher level. And then we'll mess with it a little bit. I could give Greece some more artwork or whatever so they increase their culture and whatnot. Oh, another thing they're changing and tweaking or whatever. We'll see how it plays out, but supposedly they're toning down the number of requests, trade requests you get from the AI. Hopefully they're just like unique trade requests and not just the same. If, you know, if it's the same offer and I just declined it, chances are you shouldn't shove the same offer in my face again. Cuz I'm not going to go through with that, obviously. All right, let's see. Let's get a food market made over here. Some more food for my peoples. You guys need amenities, so we'll get a shopping mall. So he's complaining about having people next to his borders. We're leaving there. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this costs oil now. We have tons of oil. Everybody else is unupgradable, right? Everybody's good. Oh, you can be upgraded, so we need to send you in. Wait, could you have... You could have gone there and upgraded. We'll send you back next turn. Alright, so you guys just chill over here for now. We've got our goal in mind. Our aid request should be coming up here. Or maybe it's the next turn. Oh, we need to maintain our economic alliance with our friend here. I think you should offer me some money in exchange for this partnership we have. You dare to damage my infrastructure? You dare? Okay, so we need more science than culture, really. As far as things go. We can upgrade you to infantry. I should have sent you back the other way, but that's fine. We'll catch you in Hong Kong. We'll get you in Hong Kong. Hold on. I should have sent you out in the water there. But I guess they both wouldn't have been able to go out, so... It's fine. So we need to try to keep our guys as far away from his border as we can to not anger him. Here's our aid request. I probably should have looked at it just to make sure. But I was double the last time we checked a few turns ago, so...
Nothing on this earth lasts forever.
Gold tier rewards.
Except
yeah,
maybe plastic.
So we got ourselves a golden age. We got ourselves our next diplomatic victory point. What are we looking for here? Let's get more gold. We don't really need 2 arms, even though it would make the grievances less from when we declare. But we shouldn't be generating too many grievances from it. Or too many problems, because we're restoring people to freedom and then we're leaving them alone. So I think in general that should be fine. Alright, so as far as the tech tree goes, what do we want to do? Let's get the things that get us upgrades right now. So synthetic materials gets us an improvement. Wind farms are potentially useful. And then we'll go for robotics after that. But then at some point we need to be careful about where we're going. We need to not pick up seasteads or whatever until we're ready. So we're gonna have to... I don't even know if we're gonna be able to delay the way I wanted. I don't remember how the end of the tech tree looks. If we can delay, we're gonna delay, but otherwise my plan is kind of a haphazard at best. Let's see. So you should get a... Let's put a dam down here. Do we want a dam? I want at least a neighborhood. I need extra housing. The dam, that's fine. We can put it there. It's not vital or anything like that, but it's acceptable. Alright, now we need to figure out which location is best for this. I guess it doesn't particularly matter here. So we're gonna drop it just over there. We have a tank! Send him over here. Near La Venta. Have you still... You still hate us? We're denounced. So we have no... Can we get you around this way? Is the question. I want to try to get them over next to the target. But there are cities in the way. Borders, even. You want oil and you want coal. You're willing to give me basically insignificant amount of gold. We're making 1,000 gold per turn, my dude. We don't need 9 of your gold per turn. My troops are passing by. I am lying to you.
Why do they keep score?
I am lying to you, sir, and I apologize, but I don't really want to start the war just yet is the thing. I want to give myself more time to establish my governor and upgrade my governor. Upgrade to a tank. There you go. Let's get some more cash money. Fill our policy slot. What did we lose? Oh, adjacency bonuses from theaters. Yeah, we'll keep that going, I guess. Keep it rolling. So yeah, there's a, you know, whole new set of changes coming through soon that we have to be aware of. They are probably for the best of the game, and I enjoy the fact that Firaxis is out there putting in good work. I hope amongst the changelog it's like, hey, we fixed the pathfinding. So that I can stop complaining about that. Okay, here's our first 2 diplomatic victory points. And we want to make sure we're getting this. Hold on, how many points are we getting every turn? We're getting 17 favor every turn. So that means that every time a World Congress comes around, we're making around 500. So as long as we spend around 500, then we will always have that amount to spend. So let's see. I'm gonna put 9 points into it, because they're not gonna fight for these ones as much until the point that we hit like 7 victory points. in which case they're going to care more. But I still want to try to lock them in. So actually, let's do 8. Let's do 8. 8 for Coupe. That gives us... It means we're going to net, you know, another 230 during the period. Tourism from great works of this type is doubled. So we'll let people have their writing. Or, I don't know. Actually, wait. How about we vote against generating tourism with art? Or music or something. Art is what we have, so... Oh, there's the various pieces of art. So let's do artifacts. We're going to vote against artifacts because we want to slow down our own tourism a little bit. And then an insignificant vote there. Oh, and there's also a competition down here that I didn't even notice. So this one doesn't particularly matter for us, but it will give us favor. And we're likely to do well on it anyway, so... Although, since we can't generate writer points, we might not do as well as we could. Wonder if that probably has an impact. Alright, so Coupe. Sculptures are doubled. Pericles got the 2 points. Pericles put in 10 points for himself. Well, okay. So we know he's going for that too, and that's frustrating. I thought it'd be fine to do 8. I am a fool. I am a fool. That's a shame. That's pretty frustrating, actually. I wish it weren't so, but I can't do anything about it at this point other than keep that knowledge in my noodle for the next time, and we'll invest at least 10 points into it. Pericles, you jerk. You jerk. We need more disasters to roll through. We need to be able to funnel people gold. I feel like the game is being stingy with that right now. That's the way I feel. Game's being stingy. They should be hooking us up. So we kind of need the battering ram over at Kabul. Because we can bomb this with ships, potentially. I guess we have an artillery here, but it's really not a lot. Okay, so we're just going to have to wait on this side. Fair enough. We can get over there in a couple turns after we declare. So, it's not the end of the world. We're waiting on social media to finish more than anything. Alright, how do we want to go about this? Let's pillage the production. Your pledge to the Indian Empire to move troops on the border has been broken.
Rocket science has been mythologized, all out of proportion to its true difficulty.
What are you talking about? Indian border? I don't know when that was broken. We've pretty much moved everybody out immediately, so I don't get what they're saying. What do we want here? Let's get a shopping mall for some amenities. Alright, boys. Head down to Kabul. You guys just chill over here. Chill. We're not looking to do anything over here. Don't worry about it. It's normal to have all these troops over here in the water. So don't you fret. They did get walls over here. Oh, but they built basic walls. Because this city didn't have walls for a while. I was trying to use it to gauge if they picked up steel ever. I don't think they've picked up steel. So I think the battering ram still gets to be effective for another day. All right. So our troops are down here. Got a couple ships. We're looking for tanks, probably. So let's go ahead and buy some tanks. And wait, we can buy a battleship over here to add to our bombardment. So battleship. And then tank. What if we actually got a battleship fleet in there as well? Or armada. Sorry. There we go. That's gonna get us some real bombarding strength over here. We'll be able to take down Leventa's walls. And then our tank can roll in and take it out.
Which of all my important nothings shall I tell you first?
Okay, let's move you guys over here and combine you. So we can buy another tank here. Alright, that was a lot of money, so we probably shouldn't spend any more for now. Mozart is available. I think we still are running out of spots for music. We do have one over here, so that's fine. What are we looking for? Amenities. Amenities are probably the big thing right now. Man, I'm upset that we didn't. I should have invested more points. I should have been less stingy on my diplomatic spending there. Luckily, I mean, we keep all the stuff we didn't spend, but it's a waste of time to miss out on it. Definitely. Oh, we need Nazca to be our friend. Well, Scott, we need you to be our friend. And then, so we dump our 4 points here. And we give her the upgrade. And so we need one more. We need one more point. Can we get one more point? Do we have anything early on the tree that we didn't pick up? Sometimes there's a thing sitting around that'll get us an envoy, but not this time. So we're looking to wait on that. Let's see. How long would we have to wait? It's going to be a while. I'd really like to switch it over, but it's going to be worthwhile to just get these city-states instead. So I don't think I'm going to delay any further. I thought we could pull it off, but apparently not the case. That's okay. All right, what are we looking to do here in the time being? Let's see. Get oil power. On oil power. So rapid deployment's going to get us the ability to make or start the Amundsen Scott up here, which is what we want from them. Get some research. Okay, so we could go and start this thing shortly. Maybe start it next turn. I think we've got a good enough setup to take both Leventa and Cobble. He's rocking Swordsman down here. And I haven't seen anything threatening within his boundaries. His numbers are not bad, but I mean a tank is melee strength 90. The tank core. A tank by itself is 80. These things have a range strength of 87. So these walls should crumble pretty quickly. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. 426 science per turn. More than double Pericles. Monty's doing some things. So by doing this, we'll slow down Monty as well. We'll take a couple of his city-states away. Wilhelmina, we need you to step up over here. We always want you to be doing well, my friend. 620 or 54 culture per turn is where we are at. Pericles is getting nearly 300. And coming in at half that is Monty. Wilhelmina's at a respectable 176. We're up to 1,370 score. Monty's at 909. We're about to drop him out a second. We're at Coupe and Wilhelmina. Top 2 score for life. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So culture, we've gained a little bit there, but it's not going up very quickly, so hopefully we have time. Although we are, you know, we lost out big by missing those 2 points. We could be at 4 of 10 right now, but we're at 2 of 10 because I was stingy. And I shouldn't have been that stingy, but I was thinking long term. You need to think immediate, not long term in some of these cases. I mean, thinking long term is still important, but your long term strategy doesn't matter if you're stumbling all over yourself at the present day. Oh. So, we're going to have to wait for another session there. We're not getting any... The game is not gifting us with these things right now, so it's just going to take some time. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.